What's up, XO gang? Welcome back to a new video from me. If you're new here, hi, how you doing? My name is Shabaria and welcome to my channel. I talk things all about beauty, books, writing, and I became, well, actually I'm part-timer, Sim 4 content creator. If those topics interest you, I hope you do stick around and subscribe. It's free. Subscribe to my channel, turn the bell notification, so when I upload a new video or a YouTube short, you'll be the first one to watch and to like and comment and just support your girl. And I appreciate like so much. And to my day ones, thank you guys so much for supporting me regardless through all my chaos. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing you guys my March and April book wrap-ups. In my previous book wrap-up, I mentioned I'm going to do it bi-monthly. And if you're new, you're probably like, how I do my monthly book wrap-ups. I just basically tell you guys the name of the book, the author, the genre, where I got the book, and my version of the book synopsis, or I can never say the word, book synopsis, basically my summary of the book. I am not going to get into that. So I keep track of my books that I've read of the months in this little notebook. So in March I read 3, and in April I read 2. So in March I read Dear Black Girls by A'ja Wilson, Partners in Crime by Alisha Rai, and Death of a Bookseller by Alice Slater. So all three, so I'm going to start by one. That's basically how I do it. So Dear Black Girls by A'ja Wilson is a memoir. If you guys don't know who A'ja Wilson is, she is a former WNBA basketball player. She used to play for the Las Vegas Aces, who I absolutely love. She recently retired. So basically this is her on how she was brought up as a Black girl. And this memoir is basically, when I read this book, it was very relatable of the things that I went through, and hopefully, like, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that the book is relatable to Black girls. So, what she went through as a college basketball player, transitioning to the WNBA, how WNBA players are treated, just everything. And, yeah, I gave it a 5-star. I believe, yeah, I gave it a 5-star. I got the book I checked this book out through Libby, through my local library on ebook. Partners in Crime by Alisha Rai is an adult romance. I rated the book 4 stars and 3-star for steamy, for being steamy, because there are some scenes that are like very like not suitable for work type of thing. I checked the book out also through Libby, through my local library. So basically it's a second chance romance of both of them are robbers, like jewelry. Both of them are like thieves, jewelry thieves, and they used to date. Now they spread apart. Like, you know, they broke up and they're doing a heist together, and it gets steamy between the scenes. That's it. I do remember, of course, there is like like they do get back together, of course. Yeah, I really did enjoy it. That was my first book from Alisha Rai. I have a few of Alisha Rai's, but I just to never got around to read them. But I'm glad that I read this book. So lastly is Death of a Bookseller by Alice Slater. I also checked this book out through Libby, on Libby through my local library. And it's I don't know, Goodreads labeled it as like a mystery thriller, but on Libby it categorized as a mystery suspense, because it's basically about a young woman that's based in London who has a thing for true crime, listens, watches true crime shows, podcasts, books, and then something happened, like uh and then somebody that she knows dies, and she's getting to the top of it. It does end with a very, to me, it's kind of like ending to me. I did give it a 4 stars because there was some chapters that were slow, and I was like, okay, get to it. I was not trying to, like, to some people probably like, oh, just DNF it. Trust me, I haven't DNF'd a book, but I might DNF a book. So if I DNF a book, I DNF a book. If I don't, to anybody who doesn't know what that means, did not finish or just stop reading. So that's basically what it means. I didn't stop reading. I didn't DNF it. I just kept going. There were some chapters, like I said, some chapters were very slow, and it was really hard for me to like get caught up. But either way, it was a good read. It wasn't just for me. So yeah, 4 stars. So those are the books that I read in March. And in April, like I said, I read 2 books. So the first book in April I read was When I Think of You by Myah Ariel. This book has been on my TBR for the longest. My library just got the copy, and I'm still waiting for the second book by Myah Ariel. I forgot the name of the title of her second book, but I'm waiting for my library to get a copy, a physical, a audible, and an ebook copy of her second book. It's just published, but I'm hoping. So this book is an adult romance. It's a second chance romance. It's basically about a character. It's based in a entertainment industry where the main male character is an actor and the female main character works in the movie industry. They cross paths after breaking up back in New York, and like they just broke up because they just broke up and they just lost track of each other. And then of course they met again in the lobby where she worked, and they're producing a movie together, and they're starting to fall in love with each other. Like what happened to us now that we grew apart and we rediscover ourselves? Let's give it another try. And there's a lot of things that goes on in this book, with a lot of sabotaging from different parties and all that. And they still, and after the end, they do get back together, which is cute. And of course, there's some scenes that are not suitable for work. Like it's not like steamy. Well, to me it wasn't steamy, but there is some not suitable for work scenes. So I do remember that I gave this book a 4 stars and 3, I call it 3, I gave it a 3 on the spicy. So yeah. And lastly is After Hours on Milagro Street by Angelina M Lopez. This book was also on my to be read. I've been every time when I want to read this book, all the copies are gone. So I was glad that I got a copy. So so the book is about the book is about a female bartender moves back home to take over her grandmother's business, but her grandmother has potential buyers that want to take over the business, but she's like, let me prove to you that I can take over the business. And then the male main character wants to buy the business, but turn the restaurant into a museum. But the female male character and the male main character are going butting heads. So it's basically, this is a true enemies and two lovers trope, and it's like finally so they do get together. There are some scenes that are like very not suitable for work, which I'm like, finally. So I gave this book a 4 stars out of 3.5 spicy to me. It isn't did I mention it's adult romance? I think I did. If I didn't, I'm mentioning it now. And if I also didn't mention that, I also got this, I think I did. I'm just like, it's over my head. So After Hours on Milagro Street by Angelina M Lopez, I got that through Libby, on Libby through my local library. So all these books I checked out on Libby through my local library. I love going on Libby. Libby is for the ebook and audiobook. Oh, and on a separate video, I will talk about Libby. If you guys want to watch that, because I use Libby all the time. So those are the books I read in March and April. Yeah, I enjoy each book, all the books of both March and April. What did you guys read in March and April? Or I would like to know in the comments. Sorry I'm all over the place. Like every time I rehearse my videos, they don't go as planned. So that's why I'm like, I need to learn how to rehearse my videos properly. But anyway, like I said, those are the books I read in March and April. I'll come back for May and June. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me. I see you guys in my next uploading video. Remember, if you're new here, if you're new here to my channel and you aren't already, subscribe to my channel. It's free. Turn the bell notification, like this video, and comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay? Bye!